during a rescue archaeological survey of a Thracian burial mound in the Silikla locality in the territory of the municipality of Primorsko, Bulgaria. Archaeologists Associate Professor Peter Balabanov and Daniel Pantov, director of the Municipal History Museum in the city, discovered an extremely rare find, a golden treasure. The treasure is a set of ornaments, appliques, for the harness straps on the horse's head, which were used by its owner during solemn processions and holidays. It is made of pure gold by a local craftsman and contains 8 large and 29 small appliques. It was placed as a gift in the chamber of a burial facility, which archaeologists believe was looted as far back as antiquity. The preservation of the treasure is explained by the fact that when it was placed in the grave, it was carefully hidden, so that it would not be found in the event of possible desecration of the tomb. The mound was probably filled after the death of a Thracian dynast who ruled the current territories of the municipality at that time. Archaeological excavations were carried out on a burial mound of a Thracian priest, in the Thracian sanctuary of Begliktash. The studies of Pharmakida, the fortified residence of a Thracian dynasty, gave particularly interesting results. Thracian mounds were placed over the graves of prominent aristocrats, military leaders, priests and other authoritative figures in a social structure. The burial mound from Silala under Mount Kanara, where the golden treasure was discovered, belongs to the medium-sized mounds, up to 6 meters high and 110 meters in diameter, on the surface with a sparse grove of oak trees, which made more serious mining raids difficult. The history of the mound begins in its embankment, and here the main task of archaeologists Associate Professor Peter Balabanov and the director of the museum in Primorsko, Daniel Pantov, is to read the traces left by human activity. The mound shows us that there were several facilities in it, probably tombs and ritual sites. The characteristic structural forms will help in the reconstruction of the tomb. The squares scattered in the embankment and stones of various shapes specially processed for the construction of the tombs will help in their complete restoration. Thus, the mound will become another object on the tourist routes in the municipality of Primorsko. During the excavations, in addition to the characteristic ceramic fragments, iron anvils with part of a horse's leg bone were also found. The horse occupied a special place in the life and religion of the ancient Thracians. The parade horses of the Thracian aristocrats were richly decorated and carefully bred. They were often sacrificed during their master's funeral to accompany him to the afterlife. Along with the gold appliques, a clay lamp was also found at the base of the tomb. These types of objects are well studied and dated. The discovered model was produced between the last years of the 4th and the first 2 decades of the 3rd century BC. By the model of the lamp, the date when it was made can be determined quite precisely. This lamp, by analogy with finds from the Athenian necropolis, from the island of Delos, from other major archaeological sites, was made between 320 and 280 years before our era, That is, it is in this chronological segment that the treasure was also buried. The treasure from Primorsko consists of a chief, 7 large appliques and 32 small ones. They are made of pure gold by casting in molds and post-processing. They are decorated with relief ornaments and stylized images of lotus flowers. The 40 elements were found immediately below the floor of the burial facility. The treasure was probably deposited in the ground before the construction of the site. The boss is decorated with a relief eagle head and geometric ornaments. In addition to it, the set contains a round-shaped nanopot, decorated with ornaments of stylized plant motifs. 4 round tiles with relief and openwork decoration, supplemented with pseudo-filigree ornaments. 2 oblong tiles with openwork and relief decoration, supplemented with pseudo-filigree ornaments. 32 miniature appliques of semi-cylindrical form, with a convex edge at their bases and covered with pseudo-filigree. The treasure from Primorsko has close analogies with those from Ivansky and Soborianovo in terms of its characteristics and manufacturing features. It is assumed that the tomb belongs to a Thracian ruler who ruled the territories around Primorsko during antiquity. The treasure is kept in the Historical Museum in the city of Primorsko, Bulgaria.